I'm Diana DeRosa, and I'm speaking with Mark Bolender, who lives in Washington and is the founder of the International Trail Challenger Association. Wow, fabulous. Well, Mark, you have had some history as a judge, a course designer, an author, and so many other things. But I'm curious, and I know our viewers are curious to know where it all began and how that led you to where you are today.
It's a long story, so I will make it short. It all started out with my daughter, Kendra, saying, "Daddy, can I have a horse?" I said, "No." Well, one thing led to another. Fathers cannot say no to daughters. So we all bought horses. I was 39 when I got my first horse. And within a year, I was badly injured. And so I hired someone for 7 years, and we traveled and studied under everyone that you can probably hear of. I just retired for the first time. I was now self-employed, so I had that privilege. One thing led to another. I started showing horses, AQHA all around, started breeding horses, and I started showing reiners. And then my wife and I got hooked on what we call mountain trail, and we thought we could make this an international discipline under IMTCA, or International Mountain Trail Challenge Association.
Well, I got to tell you.
And the rest.
Yeah, it's fabulous. I have never heard of mountain trail, I have to be honest, and I've heard, I think, about just about everything. So I really am looking forward to hearing you explain a little more about what that is.
What mountain trail, the new discipline of mountain trail is we bring the mountain indoors, or we bring a 20-mile trail ride and we confine it into a small area, such as 1 acre to 3 acres. And it has waterfalls, ponds, swinging bridges, rolling bridges, drop downs. They're 3Ds, has balance beams and trailheads and all kinds of obstacles that the horse could encounter on the trail. And we want to build a bold, confident trail horse, which is a safe trail horse. And a lot of people have a lot of trouble out on the trail. So we prepare the horse, and then we took that fun and we turned it into a discipline. And so, for instance, in this discipline, we don't canter, we don't lope, because it's not English, Western, stock seat, or it is just a trail. So we cantaloupe. And it's a lot of fun. It was kind of a joke that stuck around the globe. So we don't canter, we don't lope, we cantaloupe. And so it's a very practical thing. For instance, on some of our mountain trails here in the Pacific Coast and across the globe, they're not always maintained. And sometimes the bridges, they move and the horse panics. And so we have a rolling bridge that the horse is trained to deal with something that moves under them. That way they can experience that. We have swinging bridges or suspension bridges. So we built one so the horses are actually schooled and trained so they don't panic. And boldness and confidence is built in the horse and in the rider. It's a lot of fun.
I got to tell you, that's a great idea, because it can be for the beginner or the advanced person. It could be for the beginner horse, or, somebody that's a beginner rider, so to speak, on a horse that knows a little bit more about what they're doing. So it really covers a big scope. So it's a great idea. And was it just something you said, hey, or was it some pinpointed thing that said, no, I'm going to do this and I'm going to create this?
Well, it was kind of a series of what leads to what leads to what leads. But when I first got a horse and I got seriously injured, obviously that horse wasn't trained to do certain things. And then we all love to go on a trail ride. And at the horse riding club, Monster Rock Horse and Rider Club that I was at one time, I realized when I got back to the clubhouse one time with a group of people, only 2 of us actually saw the trail. The other people were so scared and terrified, they were just concentrating on staying alive on horses that were not prepared for the trail. And so by putting all these pieces together, we made a discipline out of it. It's kind of a combination between 3-day eventing, dressage, and reining. You need transitions, and you need it's a go forward discipline. It's not arena trail. Show me that that horse can move, 15 to 25 miles in a real mountain trail safely. And that's what we want them to show us at a show. That's what I judge.
I love it. And I have to tell you that when I was really riding a lot and training horses, I loved training on the trail. Well, I want to thank you for chatting with me. Do you have any last words you'd like to say?
Just take a look at Bolender Horse Park and International Mountain Trail, IMTCA. You can see a lot of the videos on YouTube. The Quarter Horse Congress 2018-4, some of the go, we demonstrated there. It's just fun, and it's great for cross training for the jumpers, the dressage horses, and the reiners. It's just fun. It's addicting.
It can definitely benefit any horse or any rider. Well, I want to thank you again, and I am Diana DeRosa reporting for the EQUUS Television Network.
Thank you much.